Welcome to CherryVale Mall in Rockford, Illinois. The big traditional mall here in Rockford, and one that I have never been to before, surprisingly. Is this going to be my new local traditional mall that I go to? I don't know. Still a little over hour drive for me to get here. But Rockford's not too far away. This is a fairly big mall. There is a Macy's here. So I think you got an idea how this video is going to go. Is this a dead mall? Is this a thriving mall? Is it somewhere in between? I really have no idea. I haven't watched too many videos yet here, so I don't have a lot of spoilers. I'm just interested to see what's going on here. You know, I've even read some reviews that this is not a safe mall to go to. It's dangerous, like Rockford's dangerous, but, you know, whatever. I'm going to find out all that today for myself. It seems pretty healthy, and the occupancy looks good, at least from the outside. So, come join me for another mall adventure here in Rockford. The mall is technically in Rockford, but we are in the Cherry Valley area. There is also a pretty popular water park in this area. There looks to be some newer outdoor development over here as well. But this is the west side of the actual mall. And yes, there is the Macy's. So because you know we have to, I gotta check out the Toys R Us section. The west entrance over here by the Barnes & Noble. Home Trends, I'm guessing, is an anchor. As this is kind of a bigger mall, I'm hoping they are chill with the filming. Guess we'll find out. It is a school holiday today, so I'm expecting it to be a little busier than normal. And I think there are 2 floors of this place as well. Alright. Looks fairly modern anyway. Okay, Home Trends definitely is an anchor. Looks nice. It has an open Barnes & Noble. That's cool. Oh, recognize that from the Oasis. We do have a traditional food court. I will not be doing a food vlog here today because I had kind of a big brunch, so I'm not really hungry at the moment. But we will take a closer look at what they're offering. Anyway, it looks like it's a pretty good selection. Certainly better than Hawthorn Mall anyway. Got a claw machine right in the middle of the food court. That's interesting. So we have a Subway, and what do you know? We have Charlie's Philly Steaks. Gotta love the Charlie's. Gio's Jammin' Jerk Grill. Got a smoothie place. Fresco Mexican Grill. China Walk. Sbarro. Japanese place. And a Thai place. And it looks like the Macy's is right over here, so we might as well go and find our Toys R Us. Occupancy definitely does not appear to be an issue. Right now, at least, first impression, I don't have any reason to believe that this is a dead mall. Definitely more of a thriving mall. Alright, let's find the Toys R Us. I haven't found a directory yet, but they're usually in the basement. And I do believe I see some toys down there. Good, I know this is such repeat material on the channel, but it always does well when I cover the Toys R Us stuff, so let's do it again. They all are starting to look about the same at this point, as I kind of expected. But, you know, you guys are interested in it, so. Alright, let's start on this side, I guess. These are cute. Like some leftover Christmas stuff. That's cute. Sadly, I have to chop these up so much because of the music, but there's really nothing I can do about it. There's been only maybe one or two that I haven't had to really deal with the music so far. Disney Junior, pretty cool. And Disney Junior had some awesome shows back in the early 2010s, you know, like back in the Doc McStuffins days, you know. I enjoyed watching all those shows. And we do have some Frozen stuff here. Oh, that's adorable. I mean, same toys, basic same structure and layout for the most part. It is very clean here, pretty well stocked. Appreciate that. Some Super Mario stuff, a whole section of Super Mario, that's kind of cool. Pokemon, Star Wars, Doge, the 1 in a million robot dog. How much does that cost? The red carpet through here is kind of cool. If you haven't yet, definitely check out my visit to Harlem, Irving, Plaza, where I checked out the Flagship Toys R Us. It just opened up not too long ago. I'm definitely seeing some empty shelves, so... And wow, I think that's about it. This is definitely of the smaller variety compared to some of them that I've been to. Yeah, and then we're into like the kids' clothing section here. Yeah, this is not that big. Yeah, a lot of empty shelves. Very interesting to see that. Again, I don't know if they just need to stock up on items. Childhood alert. At some point, I think we did get our kids a more modern version of the Light Bright, but I don't know whatever happened to it. Alright, back to the regular mall stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, but anyone who's saying this mall is unsafe is just being ridiculous, and they probably never even been to this area. Just like everyone thinks they're an expert at Chicago. But they're usually not. The theming is pretty modern. I'm definitely guessing this mall has been fully renovated at some point because I know it is an old mall. There's definitely been some renovation that's going on here. I mean, they have a box lunch. Go find our Stitch section. Did find some Disney items. A lot of Disney items here. Little mini Disney store here. Not the Stitch section we're looking for, but that's still pretty cool. Ooh, found some Stitch slippers. Found the Stitch section. Knew it had to be here somewhere. Oh, that is a cute hat. Angel jersey thing. Stitch stuff over here. Oh, and some Baymax stuff. That's cool. I was almost ready to give up on the Stitch stuff. We found it. It was all over the place though, but there's some more Stitch items in this store. I'm not familiar with this one. Oh, what is this? They're closed right now. Corner store factory. Interesting. There's a gumball machine. I don't know if this is like a Oriental store or what. There's a big ramen neon sign there. Bummer that it's closed right now though. Not much as far as clothes shops. There's one over here that I have not seen many at this point. This definitely gives me the vibes of the Mayfair Mall up towards Milwaukee, except without all the natural light, but very healthy indeed. Yeah, I definitely get some Japanese vibes with this place. I have a feeling my kids, especially my oldest daughter, would kind of like it in here. Some place called Tilt Studios. I think that says Studios. Guessing that's an arcade. I don't know. Bowling something. Let's see here. Tilted 10 bowl eat drink. Okay. This is probably similar to that place over by Southridge. It looks like it's multi-level as well. I see some pinballs. Okay. This is cool. One of these is opening up in the Gurnee Mills Mall, which is a lot closer to me. If it hasn't opened up yet. Oh, what do I see here though? Of course, they do take the cards. They got the new Turtles pinball, not the classic one from the 90s that I am looking for Wayne's Arcade World, but there's a lot of throwback to the original, including the pizza spinner. The original served as an inspiration for this machine, no doubt. And yeah, this is a Stern pinball. There's another Turtles over here. Most of these are probably Stern pinballs, I'm guessing. Majority of them. Nice. Okay, so it is called Tilt Studio. The place at Southridge looked pretty cool as well. I have not gone back and played any games there yet. But this is definitely similar vibes. Do have a bar over here. I mean, if that's what they're turning the dead anchors into, I'm not going to complain about it, you know. Hollow Gate. I don't know, this might be some virtual reality type thing. I do see some of these shooters over here. Lane pricing, I see $22. The video game play cards start at $10 for 50 points plus 10 bonus points. So yeah, Dave & Buster's had a thing like that too. I don't know, that really depends on how much each game costs, what the value is. I don't know. I know these places can get kind of expensive quickly. And here's the bowling alley. I mean, pretty cool. I mean, if I had some friends, it would be fun to hang out here for sure. I used to go with my friend who now lives in St. Louis. We used to always go to the Dave & Buster's in Addison when we were significantly younger, and each had more free time. Looks like we have a party room over here. Very nice. There is a full second level with its own escalators. Yeah, majority of what this is the ticket redemption game, so I'm sure they just add it onto your card. and you can pick up whatever useless junk you want. I haven't seen like a prize redemption center yet. That might be upstairs. We grew up with Showbiz Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese. Majority of my childhood, I grew up with Enchanted Castle, specifically in Lombard, Illinois. This is what kids are getting today, I guess. I mean, you got to do something with the anchors, right? Oh, here's another close. Furry Babies. There's another mall that had that. It was closed. I think maybe the one in Janesville. I don't know if this was a pet store or what, but I do remember seeing that in Janesville. And obviously, yes, this mall is not going anywhere anytime soon. This is basically Rockford's version of Woodfield. And I'm not here to argue if you think this is better or worse than Woodfield or whatever. It's a healthy store, and check this out. They have photos of a lot of the old shops and restaurants here. I have no history here. This is my first visit, but I love when places do this. Even when they're getting ready to close down, they still give you a little homage to the past. And even this mall has a past too. This mall's been here forever. Kind of like Woodfield. Some Ice Hog stuff. Went to that game last year. That's pretty cool that someone's been taking all these pictures. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some names that are not really a thing anymore, sadly. It's 2007, so that's not too old. Oh, there you go, Radio Shack. I've been actually digging down this rabbit hole lately, or more of the YouTube algorithm has been pushing me down this rabbit hole that Radio Shack is still really much a thing. And not just one or two shops in like Alaska or something like that. No, they're all over the country. They're like authorized resellers and stuff, but full Radio Shack branding. Unfortunately, there's none in Illinois, but appears to be one still in Wisconsin Dells, several in Wisconsin, some in like Indiana and stuff, so you might be seeing an actual Radio Shack walkthrough at some point down the road on this channel. How many of these places do you remember at this mall or other ones? I was pretty young to remember the peak period of malls in like the 80s. But, you know, obviously I checked out malls back in the 90s and I remember them pretty well, like Charlestown. Now, like that one in Southridge, it was all on one floor. Here it's spread out between two floors. I mean, that's cool. Gives you a little more breathing room, that's for sure. But I'm a little surprised that this is taking up two floors. Ticket Redemption Center right there. Even got some rides over here. I mean, like, even back in the mid-2000s, it did not take long to go through $25 at Dave & Buster's. I can only imagine how quick it would be to go through your money today at places like this, and that's why I typically don't do these too often, you know? Because I just know how expensive it is. Ooh, I do see a mini golf course. That's cool. Looks like a glow-in-the-dark black light type deal over here. Wow, that's cool. I mean, this is big. Obviously, this is bigger than Southridge. Probably what they're building Gurnee Mills. Yeah, I mean, this is 2 full floors. And, you know, they got rides. They got mini golf. There's more than mini golf over here. Oh, this is cool, though. I love the vibes. I don't know if my kids would be interested in checking this out, but I'm may have to bring this up to him. The last mini golf thing we did as a family was when they had the, basically similar to that, glow-in-the-dark mini golf at Hawthorn Mall. That's been gone for a while now, sadly, but that was the last thing we did as a family. They have a little bowling thing here, so this is cool. I remember there being something like this, I think at Enchanted Castle. Kind of go way back in my memory, but there was something similar to this in Enchanted Castle for a while that I had a blast playing. Minions. Oh man, I played this a ton at Dave & Buster's. The prize games have changed quite a bit. And I'm sure I would barely recognize Dave & Buster's today. I haven't been there in years. I don't even know if they still give out tickets. The last time I went there, they were still printing out tickets. Now they just, mostly deposit these things on your card automatically, but you had to actually collect the tickets back down and bring it to the redemption center. We still had cards you had to swipe, but it was still the old-fashioned tickets. I'm guessing and assuming that's changed by now. Oh wow, one of the old-fashioned shoot-'em-up games here. That's cool. They've been having a lot of technical difficulties with their computer on these things. Alright, back to the mall, I guess. And just spotted this little Mario Sonic game here. That's cool. Welcome to the second floor. Yeah, very healthy indeed. Yeah, there are one or two little close shops here and there. Here's another one. But, we got a converted anchor here. This could have been a Sears, Carson's, who knows what. But at least it's converted something. It's a little tradition to some of our dead mall visits. We'll take a look at this empty shop. But thankfully, I'm not going to have a lot of shots like that. We have a Build-A-Bear here. And there's open JCPenney's, open Macy's. As far as I can tell, there are no closed anchors. Jumpy things. Another closed something here. I can't tell from the label scar. Oh, Lens Crafters. Okay. That was a Lens Crafters. FYE, Bath and Body Works, Urban Legends. I have not seen one security person yet. That's cool. Very chill vibes here. Alright, well, I stand corrected. I did see one security guy, young guy walking downstairs with allied security, but they're pretty chill as far as I can tell. Well, there's another place that my kids will love. JCPenney. This is the escalator down to the food court. As always, I'm interested in hearing your comments below. What are your memories of this mall from your past? How has this mall changed for the better or the worst, in your opinion? Let me know. As someone who doesn't have a history with these places, I definitely value your feedback. Oh, another place for my kids. Okay, so we have one anchor down here. This is that one store that we saw when we first walked in, and there's nothing up on the upstairs section. And again, this could have been one as well. That was a Sears, Carson, etc. There's definitely a label scar up there, but I can't tell anything from it. So one half of an abandoned anchor, but that is it. That is not bad at all. Good occupancy, very clean. Very modern, definitely renovated, because like I said, I know this is an old mall. I definitely have invested in this property, and I'm glad. I definitely do not think I will have any updates on this mall in the near future, similar to Mayfair, and that is a good thing. Thanks for watching this video. Click the like button if you enjoyed it. Again, leave your comments below, your past experiences with this mall. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.